place I go on a Saturday night, and the bourbon's poured over the firelight. Good company and conversation. Final third's my destination. Cigars and bourbon. I think I've died and gone to heaven. Good friends and company. Well, this is where I want to be. Thank you all for tuning in to the Final Third podcast. Yeah. Let me introduce you to Scotty D. You just don't know how much I drink. Willie B. R.S. Scott, Cocky Wolverine. Mikey B. Our favorite production machine. Heine. Knowledge of cars and machines. Humphrey, the wizard of slot machines. And the pretentious tobacconist. Robbie B.
Coming to you from the award-winning Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge, PCA's 2024 Best of Leaf Midwest Cigar Bar, Indiana's exclusive Aladino Cigar Lounge, it's the Final Third Podcast. Let's see here. Now you should have everybody. Now everybody will be on.
Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Now we're back.
See what happens when Mike gets a job?
Yeah.
Way to go, Mike. This is all your fault. Stupid NBA boom. Live on NBA TV today at 3 o'clock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go watch.
That's your
Go
promo. That's
Yeah,
all you get.
That's all you
Yes.
get now.
Damn it. Man, I
Yes.
hyped up this show, too, because I was so excited. And then this equipment just totally...
It's about to get really good right now.
It is about to get
Oh,
good.
okay.
Oh, my
Yes.
goodness. I'm going to set this down. This is commercial-free today.
Everybody hold your breath.
We'll just thank everyone
I'm-
now.
yeah.
Thank you, Aladino. Thank you, Spencer Lees. Thank you, Harris Hoosier Park.
Yeah.
Thank you, Deadwood Live. We love you
Dad.
guys.
We got
will
a
get it back
special
on for next week.
thank you, so we're going to have to give a double thank you out for next week.
Yes, big time.
Because we really got hooked up with our friends over at Hacienda Vieja.
Well, I
Yes.
put the graphic up there at least.
Oh, yeah, you can throw the graphic up there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank God. Rob,
right.
what are we smoking today?
Oh, gosh. All right.
Let's
right.
have
A
some.
lot, apparently.
Everybody take a breath. Good job, guys. We've got new equipment.
We got it
We're
back.
working through it.
We'll get it. We'll get it.
We're working on it.
All
It's
right.
it's going to be awesome when it's done, but it's just not awesome yet.
So today, we talked about this. I know Will's talked about this brand quite a bit.
Absolutely.
It's Cigar Factory New Orleans. Picked up a few cigars from them while I was down there. I know Will's bought in several boxes from them over the years. We're going to start out with the Tres Hermanos. This is a Connecticut broadleaf Maduro over Nicaraguan binder and filler. That's the one we're going to start with, and we're going to finish with Social Club, which is a Brazilian Maduro over Nicaraguan binder and fillers. This one's more of a medium plus, maybe medium full, where the other one is going to be more full. I have my personal preference on these two. You guys have to let me know. But also shout out to the boys down there at Cigar Factory. They're really awesome people, and I let them know that we're going to be smoking their cigars on the show, and I think they're listening in. So if you guys are listening in live, please give us some comments in here. Tell us if we say something wrong about your company or whatever. But we love you guys. We really enjoy coming down there. If you're in New Orleans, look them up. They have rollers in their main one down there in the quarter. I can't remember what road's that off of. You remember, Will?
The main one's going to be down on Decatur Street.
Decatur
That's the
Street,
main
yeah,
where they roll.
that's it.
They also have a small shop on Bourbon Street, too.
Yes.
So if you're on Bourbon Street, you don't have a cigar, you want to go in and get a good quality stick,
Yep.
that's the place to go, honestly.
Yeah.
But if you really want to go and hang out, watch them actually roll cigars, the whole process. They do it all right there on Decatur Street.
Yeah.
Open air, nice music.
They also have another outpost over in Pensacola,
They
Destin
have one in
area.
Pensacola. Yeah.
So you can get them over that way if you're on vacation too. But
So,
really
yeah.
great guys down
Yeah,
there.
and I mean, if you look back at the history of cigar making, there was quite a few back in the 1800s in New Orleans, and then they kind of vanished and went away over time. And Cigar Factory brought that back in 1999. So, you know, in the scheme of things, they haven't been around forever. But David and Shauna were both, you know, cigar enthusiasts. They had a cigar lounge or cigar shop in San Diego, I think, or was it San Francisco?
It was
maybe San Francisco. Yeah.
They had one in, they started off in the beginning in Las Vegas with Don Pablo Cigar Company. Shortly thereafter, the Cuban Cigar Factory in San Diego
San Diego
in the Gas
yeah.
Lamp District before they returned back to New Orleans to do it there.
Yeah, and so I've never met David, one of the owners, but I've met his daughter Shauna, who kind of runs the shop there in New Orleans. And she's awesome, very fun to talk to. When I did speak with her, I told her about our podcast. We'd love to go do a podcast from there someday.
Yeah.
Maybe if we're all going to PCA next year, we could
Definitely.
hop in and do something there in the.
I like the sound of
shop.
that.
Yeah.
Again, one of my favorite places to go in New Orleans. It is a must stop for me every time I'm there.
Yeah,
for sure.
I agree.
So-
I agree. So yeah, so we're gonna smoke this one, and Will, what are we drinking today?
Well, in the spirit of New Orleans, we are going to go through the Sazerac line of Sazerac rye whiskeys, and we've got some new ones on the table here that we've never tried. Some brand new Sazerac products that just literally came out a few weeks ago. So we're going to start with the basic Sazerac rye whiskey, 100% rye whiskey, and then we're going to move to the Sazerac 100 proof.
Yep.
Then we're going to move on to the Sazerac Full Proof, which is 125, brand new product. So is the Saz 100. It hasn't been out that long.
No.
And then we're going to go to some of the higher end Sazeracs, the Sazerac 18, which is part of the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection, along with Thomas H. Handy, which are both part of the BTAC lineup.
Which
So-
again, shout out to our friends at Hacienda Vieja.
Yep.
They gave us
hooking
the
up
Thomas
with
H.
that one.
Handy. Yep.
So,
Yep.
Thank you again, Antonio and the crew down there.
It is going to be available at Hacienda.
Yes.
2 ounce pours. I won't talk about pricing online, but I'll tell you this: it's going to be pretty much the best price you'll find in all
You
Central
won't find
Indiana.
it that cheap anywhere in Indiana
Period.
for sure.
And if you haven't gone to Hacienda for bourbon, you're missing out. Antonio, the owner, he's become a huge bourbon fan.
Yep.
And he gets a lot of really great stuff. He gets a lot of the stuff from Buffalo Trace. I know he's got a bottle of George T. Stagg on the shelf as well right now.
Which is freaking delicious.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
the hazmat version, so that's spectacular.
Yep.
Now, my understanding is this is a single recipe for this rye at Buffalo Trace. Correct, and it's the same supposedly, even though it's undisclosed. I checked for
Correct.
Thomas H. Handy. It's the assumption is it's the same for all of these.
Correct.
And it's actually a fairly low rye recipe: 51% rye, 39% corn, and 10% malted barley.
And screw you guys, I didn't overpour this time.
I should have overpoured after all the stress over this stupid new gear that I'm struggling with.
Poured. It's
So
fine.
yeah, I think I'm gonna have enough to drink. And thank goodness we went to a little bourbon event over at my cousin Lucas's last night, the Bourbon and
shout out
Bites
to Lucas,
event.
man.
Shout
That
out
was
to
a
Lucas.
really great time.
It was-
Man, what a great selection of whiskeys that people brought too.
It was amazing. Yeah,
I mean, there was
really,
some
really, good
really
selection.
great stuff in there. Started off with the E.H. Taylor Full Proof. Had some of that Baker's 13, the Russell's 13, the Russell's Barrel Pick. All of them were really great.
Yeah, Russell's Barrel Pick from 2019. It was it was distilled in
have been my
2009, and
of the night for me. Now, obviously, I didn't get to stay and drink every bottle. I think we'd have been in a
I did
coma.
not. I got home at 10 o'clock when I woke up feeling
was trying.
fantastic.
I did
so.
not. I
No.
tried as many as I could.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's Liesel doing this morning?
She's not here.
That's a good point.
There were a lot
I
of
literally
good
walked in, and Lisa's like, I'm the DD, and I'm already buzzed. I'm like, all right, I guess you guys are sleeping on the lawn.
She did not drive home.
No.
All right, so let's talk the cigar first.
Yeah.
I did do a cold draw on it.
Me too, yeah.
And I will say that I thought at first I was like, oh, Raisin Bran, like you'd typically think. But I actually think it's a little brighter fruit. I don't think it's
Yeah.
like dried grapes. I almost found it more like a plum.
It's not an aggressive cold draw either. Like I don't get a blast of flavor, but there's these subtle nuances. I did get Raisin Bran.
Yeah.
A raisiny kind of note, but not sweet, like not a really overly sweet.
Yeah, I just didn't think it tasted quite like the dried out. I thought it still had a little fresher fruit note
for
to
sure.
it
Yeah.
than just the raisin. But first puff, really, really nice. Not aggressive, not overly peppery. My draw's about medium right now. I don't know. I tend to smoke pretty aggressively, so that doesn't
Now,
always
Have
fit
you
with every
retro-held
cigar.
this one yet?
I did. I didn't really get a whole lot of aggressive
It's
pepper notes.
kicking up.
I'm
It's kicking
sure
up.
it
And
will.
honestly, with a little bit of whiskey too, it even kicks it up more.
Well, I don't know what I'm waiting on the whiskey.
Do your whiskey. So yeah, so this is the basic Sazerac, sometimes called Baby Saz. It's am I right? Is
Yeah,
this the
Baby
okay.
Saz is
Baby
the
Saz.
nickname,
This
yeah.
is one now. If you've been waiting for Saz Rye to come back out, this is everywhere now.
Yeah.
You'll see skids of this at Costco and Meijer and I mean pretty much everywhere that has liquor.
And you'll see it in the
has
half
this
gallon,
now.
too.
Yes, and it's a good price point. It's a lower price point bottle too. So
So this rye bears the name Sazerac because, in the 1800s, the cocktail, the Sazerac, was historically made with cognac, and there
Yep.
was a problem with a infestation of these small microscopic insects that basically wiped out a large majority of the grape crop, and so Thomas H. Handy, who had been hired by the Sazerac Coffee House, which they named it that because that was their primary drink, was the Sazerac cocktail, had to come up with another spirit to replace cognac, and he came out with a rye whiskey. And this is where, from that point on, Sazeracs were made with rye whiskey, as they are traditionally today, instead of cognac.
Yep.
So there you go.
well, and another thing about the Sazerac cocktail, Chloe and I got to go down to the Sazerac house. We talked about that last week, but they actually talked about the reason why their recipe is because back in the, I think it was Prohibition era, they made it illegal to make absinthe, or at least sell it, I guess, and because there was, and I've heard the rumor on this. I read a book and they talked about this. It was literally a company that made absinthe that was going against like Sazerac and all those brands for using it, and they basically made the rules that this stuff, the wormwood in this will actually give you hallucinations, and that's why you hear about the green fairy
Green
and
Fairy,
stuff.
yeah.
Which is not true, by
It's
the way.
100% not
Yeah,
true.
totally
but,
false.
But the government bought into it and it made it illegal. And so Sazerac, they actually started making their Sazerac cocktails with herb saint, and you can buy that there. They make that, and I had their Sazerac with the herb saint in it. It's good. What I'm thinking about doing here, which I'm going to try to get some here soon, is you can have a Sazerac flight, two of them, have the original Sazerac recipe and our Sazerac, and see the difference between the herb saint and the absinthe and the different ryes and stuff like that in it. And then you can choose which one you like the best. If we find out that people like the original recipe better, we'll make that one here too. So, but it's pretty cool. And the herb saint is honestly kind of somewhere between absinthe and Fernet in that kind of world.
Okay.
Really good though. So we're gonna try that.
So just on the base Sazerac rye, I get honey on the nose, I get lemon peel, I get not an overly aggressively rye presence.
A little bit floral.
I really feel
floral.
like the barley is made present in
Yeah.
this, like surprisingly. And I really like the mouthfeel on this. For those that don't necessarily go for the barrel proof stuff, they prefer a softer palate. This is excellent. I mean, it
is.
it works really, really well.
As a first pour. I don't think this would hold up. I mean, obviously, it would never hold up past the last three we're going to drink.
Oh, yeah.
But honestly, it's got good flavor. It's definitely better on a fresh palate for me than it's been in the past where I've tried it.
Yeah, me too.
I may be off a little bit on this, but on the nose, I almost get a dandelion.
Huh. Yeah, I could probably see
And
that
I
a
don't know if
little
that's just a
bit.
combination of the honey and everything else
Could
on
be.
top and it's like stacked, but to me it reminds me of dandelion almost.
It does have a slightly vegetal note.
Yeah, this herbaceous
yeah.
kind of thing
Yeah,
going on.
yeah, not like
That's the
aggressive
closest
or
thing
off-putting.
I can
Just
pinpoint it down to is almost like a dandelion.
yeah,
It's I haven't tasted this neat in quite a long time, and it's surprising to me how sweet it is. Like it's definitely sweeter than I recall it being, which is just kind of interesting to me.
yeah,
I want a fresh palate, right?
Yeah, yep.
yeah. I can't really say that my palate's fresh. I had a coffee with a Bailey's this morning, and then I went to pick up the Thomas H. Handy from Antonio, and he was like, "Hey, is it too early for you to have a drink?" Like, no.
You know who I am? Do you know who I am?
So he had a bottle of Cazadores, a single barrel Cazadores Reposado tequila aged in W.L. Weller.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, and it was
Walk out there
fantastic.
screaming, Good morning, Vietnam,
Exactly. I was like, let's go.
or Guadalajara, or
And
something.
then came into all this technical shit. But all right, that's the last time I'll say anything about that.
Good
Sorry.
morning, Jalisco. All right.
How about the cigar with the bourbon here, with rye rather?
Honestly, I think it's working.
Yeah, it works good. I like the flavor of the cigar with that lemon note on it. To me, works. So get
Yeah.
this kind of creamy lemon thing still coming through with the cigar a little bit.
It is, yeah.
Um,
It's almost like a lemon custard.
yeah, it's custardy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's a good call, Rob. Like, yeah, it's just it kind of pairs. I think it pairs well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna call out something that I've learned about smoking cigars because I smoke so aggressively. Occasionally, I get to the point where it seems like I'm not really getting smoke production.
Right.
And
That
it
happens.
usually means that I went too hard, too fast, too early.
Oversmoked
And it's
it.
hot.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's hot and it stops producing smoke.
Yeah.
I let it sit.
Let it
I
sit,
did not smoke for at least the last 2.5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Went to
right
take
back.
a puff. Awesome.
Yeah.
See, okay,
Massive smoke
and
production.
that's a pro tip. So if you do smoke fast and you're finding you're having a hard time, like you were just talking about, let it sit, but don't try to relight it.
Right.
Let it just sit because that it will come back. And then and if you try to take a puff, it's still a little tight. Just set it back down again because it will come back. Now you might let it go too long and have to relight. At that point, let it sit for 5 minutes plus because you want to let it go completely out. But yeah, it definitely will come back. It's just over smoking. It tends to, when you get that char. It's not like a hard char on there. You just can't pull smoke through.
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like when you see like a really good burning campfire that has almost no smoke because it's just all flame, right? It's just burning really efficiently. It's like you pulled in so much that you just kind of overdid it on the cigar. You want smoke from it, so it's got to be a smolder, not a hard burn. Let it sit for a couple minutes, totally golden.
Well, Cody's out there. He's smoking a McAuliffe Green right now. And he's got his own fly. He's getting started early too. Angels Envy, Larrikin, Hard Truth, and Saz Foolproof. So
Well, that's
full rye on us
hello
too.
there.
yeah, like
So,
it.
Grab one more and you'll be caught up with us, buddy. go grab your Thomas Handy. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you don't have handy.
Don't
No,
worry.
get your Saz 18.
I
Oh,
don't have that either.
trust me.
But he does have the other two. He's got the 100 because he offered to let us try both of those. So, but
Yeah,
our boy Will got
I
those.
was
So
happy to see that I still had the Saz 18. I honestly didn't know if I had it or not until I got up and went down there.
all right, I'm ready to jump into the 100 if you guys are.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
So none of us have. I don't think. You
Damn, I
guys
didn't
have
even
it.
get water.
None of us. Oh yeah, you did. This is yours.
Oh, thank you.
None
Appreciate
of us
that.
have had the 100 or foolproof yet. As a neat pour.
Right. We did have a Sazerac.
Here's yours, buddy.
Thank you.
Yep.
That was because we were
Somebody
all
couldn't
here.
resist.
Yeah, I couldn't resist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it was Breeden that said, I wonder what this tastes like in a Sazerac. And Rob's like, I don't know. I'll be right back. And grabbed the bottle and went and made one.
So
No.
the cool thing about the Saz 100 is it's coming in liter bottles,
Yeah.
and it's $30.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
It's definitely priced well.
And I love the fact that it's 100 proof. Because for me, with a cocktail, especially like an old fashioned or a Sazerac, 90 proof whiskey just doesn't bring enough whiskey flavor to the cocktail, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it makes it really hard to put absinthe in because absinthe typically is a high proof.
So overpowering.
Yeah, and it'll just run right over it. It's like you just barely even rinse the glass with it. When you get 100 proof or higher, you can start actually adding a little bit more and making it a kind of cocktail.
It was asked if this is available in store.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to answer too. It is not available here yet. I did see on their website that they're going to start potentially having these out for stores. Right now, they make 50,000 cigars a year, and 50,000 cigars a year, they're selling that many in their stores alone. So to have them be able to distribute them, they're not able to do that yet, but it looks like they're trying to get to that point. And once they do, we'll try to bring a couple of them in.
Yeah.
Especially this one here, and then these two probably, and maybe some more of their lines too.
Man, it really picked up.
Strength-wise, or
Like on the pepper notes, it's really, really nice.
But on that, especially on that retro ale.
That's what I was. On the retro,
Retro
it's
got a lot stronger. Just a few,
half an inch. Yep.
And I have to say, like, I don't know if you guys tasted through this yet. But
Not yet.
This is where it's at.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
This is so much better than the 90 proof, in my opinion.
10 points higher.
And it changes the flavor profile.
It did.
Yeah.
Now, is there any difference in age of those two products?
My understanding is no.
No. So what are they, 6?
They're either 4 to 6.
4 to 6? Okay.
Yeah. I think 4 is kind of their target. I mean,
Okay.
obviously, as more supply becomes available, they don't age statement these usually, but
Right.
but that they start to get a little bit older. It's always kind of funny to me, like we've had some of those really old Jim Beams, and even Jim Beam from 15, 18 years ago was like 6 years old.
Yeah.
And now every bottle says at least 4 years old.
Yeah.
Right. And you can kind of almost see, like, if you have old bottles or you go to somebody's house and you can see the color difference,
Yeah.
right? Kind of the
Yeah.
light versus the dark.
Well, that old stuff we had, the decanters, that was
16,
years,
15 or 16, yeah.
16, and that was just dark as hell. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Okay, so I'm gonna pull out my inner Alan Humfleet here and say, this has got a real buttery kind of thing going. Very, very buttery on the tongue.
yeah, I feel like, I don't think it's older, but I do feel like maybe just with the proof being a little bit higher, I get more of an oak presence with it that browns it out, and there's more caramelization, more caramel notes coming to me on it. Again, not an aggressive rye.
No.
Like,
No.
We've had some ryes that are just very black pepper, very baked rye bread, that rye pungency that you can kind of have, and this doesn't have
Doesn't
that.
have it. Yep.
This definitely has a richer
It
kind
does.
of element to it.
I've had a couple different people. Actually, last night at Lucas's house, there was a couple people say, "I'm just not a rye person. I don't like rye." This is actually an approachable rye that people could try that may not like ryes, because I don't think it comes across as a rye to me right now.
Yeah, the only place the rye component really kind of does pop through on this is on the finish. On the
A little
finish,
spice.
you get that rye spice definitely coming in on the
Are you?
finish.
I'm trying to figure out, because I just took a healthy sip off of this, and then I retro the cigar. You getting a little hint of mint?
Yeah.
Oh, comments.
Yeah.
Is Walter in the room commenting a bunch of
Yes.
bullshit?
Yeah. Are you sure that's not rice?
Jeez.
Hey, mute him from the.
Put him in timeout.
he's just gonna come talk over your shoulder.
Put him in timeout. Yeah.
But no, I did get, like, when you started saying the finish, and I just, like, gone back to the cigar. I don't know if the cigar transitioned or, the combination of the two, but I suddenly got like a super fruit note from the cigar, and then I had kind of just a hint, like just a breath of mint right there at the tail end on the long finish.
Yeah, I think this cigar I felt like could have some earthy undertones to it, but it doesn't really pop out with this whiskey, at least to me it doesn't.
Yeah. I think it's interesting. We always see this balance between these pairings of whether it brings out more pepper or more fruit from the cigar with these. And the pepper didn't necessarily go away, but it didn't get strengthened. But I felt like I got heavy fruit notes out of the retro with that. It's almost, I like to make this dessert that's just like mixed berries, like blueberry, blackberry, strawberry. and just a little bit of sugar and a little bit of chiffonade mint, and it's like that with a little fresh whipped cream. And I almost feel like I get a little bit of that on the retro from this cigar with the rye.
Yeah.
I'll say if you take a little sip and then take the puff and retro hell, that spice is still there.
Still there.
It's pretty spicy.
I do feel like I still get the lemon.
I do
and
too.
I feel like it's almost like a lemon shortbread cookie when I take a puff with the cigar, kind of. Which
Yeah.
I like lemon.
I do too.
cookies, yeah.
Lemon bars, all those, so good.
What about you, Heine? Are you just trying to get back into drinking after last night?
I never stopped. No. I do get I understand the buttery quality because it does sit on your palate and just
Yeah.
kind of goes, well, I wouldn't say stagnant because it's still flavorful, but the cigar opens like an envelope. Like as that's sitting on your palate, and then you get a nice good puff on the cigar, you just start tasting all kinds of different things opening up, especially like almost the sweetness and everything. But the retro, it's almost like the retro ramps the rye spice up just a hair
Yeah,
for
it
me
did.
on
Yeah.
the finish.
So we talk about Cigar Factory. If you look at their core line of cigars, they have basically 3 different blends. They have Numero Uno, which is going to be their Plantation Reserve. That's going to be their Connecticut Shade.
Right.
Their lightest cigar. Very flavorful.
It is.
That's usually my go-to.
Honestly,
my
it
first
kind of
one.
reminds me a little bit of the Aladino one because it's got some nuttiness to it,
It has
but
a
still
really
creamy.
good nutty
Yep,
quality to
yep.
it. And then the second, Numero Dos, is going to be the African Cameroon
Yeah.
wrapper. A little more strength, a little more earthiness to that. And then the Tres Hermanos, the third one, is their Maduro. We said this is the
This is the Connecticut,
Connecticut
broadleaf.
yeah.
Yep.
And then on top of that, they have the Social Club, which is
Right.
kind of an upper scale set of blends, a little higher price point.
That's that
on those.
Brazilian Maduro.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, they're all great. And then in each one of those blends, they all have different ring gauge sizes. They usually
Yeah.
have 2 or 3 in each blend. So they have a Lonsdale. They'll usually have a Corona, a Robusto, a Corona Gorda,
Yeah.
Figurado.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around 50,000 cigars out of that shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the
But I
funny
mean-
thing is, I've been going there. First time I went there was 1999. Probably not long after it opened. And some of the same men and women rolling cigars are still there today.
Yeah.
Wow.
After everything, after Katrina, after just that many years, like it's a family there, man.
Yeah.
Like, it really is.
They're obviously doing something right.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
And you go in and you see some of the same guys still rolling. Their hair's a little grayer. Their beards are a little grayer. And it's kind of like, you go in there and you expect to see them when you're there. And they're still there. And it's just I don't know, just a comforting, nostalgic kind of feeling going back there year after year after year. And knowing you're getting the same kind of quality output
Exactly.
from those guys. So.
Yeah. By the way, Home Fleet, watch the freaking game. Quit commenting on our post.
He said he had too much Jaeger.
Actually, he had too much Jagger.
Jagger?
Yeah, he had too much Jagger. We all had too much Jagger in the 80s, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah, he
He's probably got moves.
I
like
feel like
that,
he's
right?
just he's over there just tapping the heart button. I just see these hearts keep flying across the
100%
comments.
him?
now.
There are a lot of hearts flying.
I've
Yeah.
seen him
We love
flying
you
all
too.
day.
Yeah.
I think it's stuck.
He's just
No, they're
he's just
changing.
going. We appreciate y'all out there watching right
Yeah.
now, especially
Yep.
all the craziness going on. But I'm ready for the
I'm ready for
the
the
125.
full
I
proof.
want
Yeah.
to try
All right,
this full
let's do
proof.
it.
Yeah, so when we first tried, well, not the full proof, but when we first tried the Thomas H. Handy over at Hacienda, Lisa's not a huge rye fan either. She loved that one. She really liked that one. So we're not there yet. We're gonna get there.
Look, a lot of people go towards the George T. Stagg and the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection. Like that tends to be a lot of people saying that's their favorite.
Yeah.
I have always liked
Put
Handy,
you in
and
the
usually
corner, not
the
just on timeout.
the Handy is usually like the least favorite for a lot of people
Yeah.
out of the batch, and I love it. It's aggressive. It's no holds barred. It doesn't, pretend to be something it's not. The Saz 18, we've had it. We actually did it on the show, and I think we did it on the show with the Circle City. And we talked about its complexity and subtlety.
Yeah.
Thomas H. Handy's not that. It's
No.
just, I'm going to punch you in the face with some
Yep.
really great rye.
Which is why I was surprised Lisa liked it so much more, because she got a lot of sweetness out of it, and I did too.
Well, I think that's the mash bill,
It
right?
is.
I mean,
It's the mash bill.
It's,
Yep.
it's not afraid to be a rye, but it's also only 51% rye.
right.
So it makes a big
This is
difference.
the first time any of us have tasted this today.
It is, yes. And
I have to
Cody,
say,
pull out your 125, buddy.
And I have to say, like, it was a surreal experience going into Buffalo Trace last Saturday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and there being full shelves of Blanton's, E.H. Taylor, Sazerac Foolproof,
Yeah.
and then got lucky and I scored a Saz 100 from someone who was coming off a tour and was kind enough to give me the ticket to buy it. But that now is like, there's no more 3 month. You're in Buffalo Trace jail. You go in, you buy Blanton's. You
Get
go
your
in the
damn
next
wallet out
week,
and
you
pay
can get
for it.
one too. So all that highly allocated.
Still available,
thing,
3
it's-
o'clock in the afternoon.
It's done, man. We're getting back to normal a little bit.
Yeah, finally. But yeah, again, this one here, I think Cody said he got the Saz 100 for 35, and this was 40.
Yep, 40.
I mean,
40
that's
bucks.
insane.
Yep, 40 for the Saz Foolproof.
Definitely got a little bit more ethanol on the nose, which it should. It's 125.
Yeah, it's punchier on the nose, but
It is punchier on the
It
nose.
smells
Man, the finish on
chewier
it.
too. Like it smells chewier on the nose too, like
Yeah.
meatier almost. Like
I was thinking the same exact
Yeah.
thing.
Oh,
dude, that palate is amazing.
oh, that is delicious. That's candy. Wow,
Shockingly sweet to me.
very sweet.
yeah,
Holy
that in
cow!
a cocktail you wouldn't need simple.
Oh,
God,
but the
no.
finish, the finish.
finish
It just keeps
amazing.
going. It
It's
just keeps
it's
going.
one of those where you go, I know that this is 125 proof, but normally the proof hits at the front. So this is spice
Yeah.
that you're getting on the
That is all
finish.
spice, man. Wow.
It's 100%.
That's
it
good.
gives that tickle in the back of the throat. That is,
It's got that same drying and
yeah, kind of the ethanol dry, but the spice all at the same
yeah,
time.
but then
and then makes your
you're
mouth
still
water.
watering at the same time. So it's like I want more, but I want to let this finish first.
Do you guys remember the old candy Whorehound? That's something I'm getting in this.
I have
That
no
Whorehound
idea what you're
candy.
talking about.
That's like an Alan Bishop call out. No,
Yeah.
That
okay,
is.
okay.
You guys have never had it before?
I've never had.
It's
it,
like
no.
it's kind of like a licorice root beer kind of a thing, whatever. But that's what I'm getting. This is that candy.
Yeah, it's like there's a fruit notes. There's some brightness to it too that pop through too. Like
This is actually a really complex whiskey. There's a lot going
There's
on.
a
in
lot
this.
going on this.
I mean, for $40,
Uh-huh.
this is a buy all day.
If you see it, get it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Man.
solid.
Well,
Honestly,
as soon as
I-
they get through the first delivery of this, because the distributor didn't have any more of these, I'm gonna try to get both these on the shelf here.
And you do have the baby Saz already.
Yeah.
I know that's not typically a popular one, but I would definitely say
Give it a
try all three.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you don't do build your own flights, right? It's only the pre.
Yeah, not right now.
Yep,
We
yep.
may eventually.
Yep. But for now, if you're looking for a flight, this one's not going to be on it. Missing a fourth.
I know.
Yeah, Thomas H is kind of hard to get.
It
And
is hard
Saz
to get,
18 is kind of hard to
yeah,
get.
both of them hard to get.
Yeah, Cody just compared this to the value of this is almost like benchmark foolproof.
Yeah, benchmark
What you
foolproof
get
still
for the
half
money.
the price, but
But the value
But
of
the
it,
value
right?
for
the value
Yeah.
for I mean, you're talking. This is as cheap as what Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond has come out to now.
Yeah.
I mean, this is great stuff.
Yeah.
Well, if you want a higher proof cocktail,
Higher proof. Oh
this
yeah.
is this isn't going to break the bank like going with a premium brand cocktail, with a
Yeah.
premium brand whiskey in it. Like this just
Honestly, with the way this thing finishes, this would be amazing in a Sazerac.
Surprisingly, I'm like, the first thing I was like, what would I mix with the cocktail? The first thing that jumped in my head was a couple drops of some cherry bitters and a quick little splash of soda water. Which sounds totally bizarre, but this is so sweet
yeah.
that I feel like not like a full on, just like if like you do like with a scotch and water that some people like to have, they still tone it down more, right? Just that kind of quick splash, a little stir, cherry bitters to bring up the fruit just a little bit, but you still maintain the proofiness, you maintain some of those chewy elements that you have.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it could be a really, really good just little short glass cocktail.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah, really, really good. I tried it with the cigar.
This goes fantastic with the cigar.
Chewy liquor.
Oh yeah.
Yes, chewy liquor.
Yes. Yeah. If you've never been at a distillery tour where they've had the grain out and taken some of that grain and chewed on it, you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
Seriously, they look at this product and they evaluate it as it's coming in to make sure that they're getting grain that meets their quality standards,
Yeah.
no matter where you're at. And anytime that they have the grain out, I always grab a couple grains and just chew on it. And it's
Yeah.
rye is awesome
I'll
to
tell
chew
you
on.
something else too. If you're ever on a tour and they say, "Oh, you can reach in there and put your finger in the mash and try it," just do it.
Do it.
Don't freak out over, "Oh my gosh, my germs are in there." It's gonna get that's gonna get killed.
It gets
You're
boiled.
It's all
Yeah.
boiled out. It's also high proof liquor. It's not gonna be in there.
Yeah,
but
just-
man, to taste the mash sometimes, you're like, "Holy crap! I know where this is going."
And if
just off
they
the
have
mash.
multiple, like Maker's Mark, I think that's the one that a lot of people talk about. And I still think it's a great tour.
Yeah,
right?
I've
I
never
love-
been there yet.
Man, it's fantastic. It's
Well,
a cool
if you-
place.
If they're in full production, wherever the distillery is, you can taste it from the fresh day 1 through day 3, day 4, day 5, depending upon how long their fermentation process is, and you'll see the progression of how it goes from sweet to more sour and more bitterness, like because all the sugars are being converted to alcohol
Yep.
Yep.
and esters, so that sweetness, that sweet grain, cereal notes kind of
Taper off.
taper off. Yeah, yeah. And I will say, I do think that some people, and I'm not 100%. I'm still kind of on the fence with this, but I don't think this finish is hot. It's just very spicy.
It's totally
But
spice.
But it is close. It's almost deceptive. Like to
Yeah.
somebody who doesn't drink a lot of high proof, they're gonna think this is really hot. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think it is. I think it's just a lot
Because
of spice.
It's a
Spice level,
perception.
finish.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Oh, I think it's the delay.
I don't think it's an ethanol burn. I think it's just a.
Now,
a
if you
classic-
took
It's
a 2-ounce
spicy.
pour and shot it,
oh, for sure.
it's
Yeah.
125
yeah,
proof. It's still
yeah.
gonna be hot. The sipper, no, you're right. I think you're exactly right. I think it's the perception of heat over the
Well, he
actual.
brought up a good point too about the delay of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not
it's
an
a
instant
big
hug
delay.
as soon as it hits your
It
palate.
builds.
It builds.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
a
not
really good
ethanol.
point.
Ethanol dissipates, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's a very light element and will just immediately dry out. That's not what's happening here at all. It's like it's sitting on your tongue 1 second, 2 second. Now I'm getting spice. I'm getting this aggressive, and it's actually leaving my tongue a little bit, almost kind of little spice.
Yeah.
Like when I have almost like a chili pepper, but not that aggressive. Not the hot, but kind of that.
It's like a sweet jalapeno almost.
Yeah.
Just that kind of tinge in
It's
the back.
maybe like a chipotle
I was
without
gonna
the
say, You
smoke.
just took the words out of my mouth. A chipotle pepper will give you all this spice on the back end of your palate. At least
Yeah.
for me, it does. And so, like, my mouth never gets hot, but as I eat it, in the back of my throat and everything is where I always feel that spice, and it builds. It's never instant. It just
Yeah.
kind of slowly ramps up, and that is exactly what
Yeah.
this is similar to.
Take a
Like
drink, retro,
Yeah.
you get the adobo.
You also
Seriously,
it's
you take a
starting-
drink, you get the spice, you smoke, and you get the adobo sauce from the
I was
chipotle.
getting ready to also go. It's meaty now. The cigars become almost like that, like a flank steak or something.
Yeah,
You get that kind of meatiness on the
You
the
get it?
cigar.
I do.
That's amazing.
that is incredible. Yeah. Now my palate is really attuned to adobo and chipotle this morning
'cause you
because
had it.
yeah, I had some leftover steak. We had Mike and Jen over a couple nights ago, and I made like 4 different steaks
Yeah.
and like 5 different sauces.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. So a chimichurri, a bordelaise, and then we did this. I did a Korean style, which was a bit too aggressive on the ginger, and then I did an adobo, fire roasted tomato and chipotle.
So I have a question. When you're doing these, like you're doing multiple steaks, right?
Yes.
What steak? Like what cut of meat?
So I try to do different cuts.
Okay.
So I'm doing a fillet, a ribeye, a New York strip, and a
When
sirloin.
you present them, will you slice them?
I slice them.
I like
Yep.
it. Okay.
So it's a
that's what I
steak
was going-
board.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the first time I ever did that, we went to the IndyCar race in Nashville when it was still on the streets, and we got way too liquored up at the race and said, let's go to a really nice dinner.
Yeah.
And we're calling all the normal places, and no places got reservations available. And there was a new place called STK, which is like a chain, but it's a limited chain, kind of like a Jeff Ruby's.
Regional.
It's I think they are nationwide, but only like major metros, like Washington, Nashville, LA, places like that, right? And we go, and they're like, we're like, man, we each want to try, have different steaks to try them. And they're like, well, we can do a steak board. And I go, what is that? And they're like, for an extra $50 or something, we serve all the steaks, all sliced on a board, and they came out with like 15 different steak sauces. Now I'm thinking like, the best steak is the steak that doesn't have a sauce or doesn't need one, but
But
I
the
was
sauces are
wrong.
done right.
I was
Yeah.
wrong. Those sauces were magical.
Yeah.
And I mean, they had everything: brown sauces and white sauces, and every color of the rainbow.
This isn't A1 and Heinz 57.
No,
These are like
no.
gourmet, crafted.
Exactly. You're getting Bernays and Bordelaise, and I mean, just all these, And man, I'll tell you, ever since then, I learned like doing a couple steak sauces is never a bad thing. Go ahead and try the steak without the sauce, because
Sure.
that tells you the quality of the meat.
Yeah.
But you still get such incredible flavors and textures by mixing and matching. So I made the fire roasted tomato and chipotle, and I had a bunch of it left over, and we had steak left over. So this morning, I cut the steak into smaller pieces. I made some hash brown, put that on the plate. Then I put the steak into the pan, and then I put the sauce in it and just coated the steak with the sauce. And just got it warmed up, put that on top, and then 2 eggs sunny side up with a little bit of sour cream in the middle.
Beautiful.
It was spectacular.
Nice.
Yeah, it was Huevos Rancheros. And it was so good, and that's what made me like totally call that out.
So I want to pose a question about the foolproof. So would you classify this? Would you rather? And I don't do this that often. I don't normally have whiskey when I'm actually eating meat, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Do you think this would be better while you're eating, let's say, a nice dry aged ribeye, or would this be better as a dessert, pour after dinner, pour with a cigar?
I'm having this with meat. Seriously. In
I
fact,
think it works both ways.
I want
though.
I want it with Texas brisket.
I think it'll go with both.
I think it goes
I think it
both ways.
would.
Either way,
I
honestly.
think a nice
It's got
fatty
enough
brisket
sweetness for
with a little
the
bit of
afternoon
smoke.
cocktail kind of thing going. Yeah.
I think I'd rather have the 100 proof with dessert.
'cause of
I think the
sweetness.
fruit notes and the sweet. I think the sweet and the fruity comes out a little bit more in the 100. I'd rather have the 100 with dessert and the 125 with meat.
I do get, now that it sits in the glass more, I definitely get more fruit notes on it. Like I get
Yeah.
apricot and peach kind of stone fruit notes coming in.
This is definitely one you don't want to just shove your nose in because all you're going to get is that ethanol burn.
It definitely at first. It's
Mhm.
dissipated now.
If you
though.
just kind of go on the edges like that, you can
Yeah.
definitely smell a lot of different complexities in this one.
Man,
Man,
By
it's-
the way, talking about sauces and dipping sauces and stuff like that, we all have talked about. We've all had the 1933 St. Elmo's cocktail sauce.
right.
It'll open you right up. But I took Lisa to Raskeller, and their spicy mustard is with their fresh ground horseradish.
It's the best.
It is spicier than St. Elmo's sauce.
Dude, I don't think it has horseradish.
It does.
They said
We
it
asked
does?
them, yes,
Okay.
It's full of horse. You don't even taste the mustard. It's so much horseradish.
I always thought that
Oh.
I thought they were doing something to the mustard and getting like the
Nope. I
crazy
asked
mustard
her, and
spice.
She said, "No, we actually do our fresh grind on our horseradish. And it's just packed full of it."
It is hotter.
Oh my
it's
gosh,
it's
it's hot.
more. than
Yes.
than
Uh-oh.
St. Elmo's.
Just the middle third of this cigar now, it just is so good.
It's really,
it's
really
just
good.
Really come into where I love it.
The
It's-
retrohale is still kicking up, but with the whiskey, the retrohale comes down and becomes more meaty.
It does. Yeah.
So
So speaking of 1933, in news, I saw today that I thought this was interesting, and I thought it'd be a good conversation for us to talk about. The Hughes Culinary Group has been named in a lawsuit by in the Mark Sanchez stabbing incident.
You're kidding. For what, over-serving him?
Claiming that they overserved.
Oh.
Give me a break. That is baloney.
I was shocked to see that. It's a little scary.
Somebody's
I feel
reaching.
like.
Yeah,
That should be dismissed with prejudice.
I hope.
yeah.
Sorry, you don't get to go get drunk and then be an asshole and blame somebody for
Yeah.
giving you what you ordered.
So I don't know if Sanchez's people are filed a lawsuit or if it was the victim of Sanchez that's filed a lawsuit. I didn't get that part of it, but I know they've been named in this, and I hate it for those guys because it's hard to tell, especially with certain people when you've
Yeah.
overserved them.
Yeah.
Well, and that
And in
nowadays
events like that, it's hard to keep track. There's multiple people serving. And
there's
it's hard
also
to,
multiple places people have gone before they came to your place.
exactly.
Or now you've got gummies you can throw in and stuff
Yeah.
like that. There's so much in there. It's hard. I mean, if you look at the state of Indiana's regulations on serving, it says you can serve for the first 2 hours. I think it's the first 2 hours. You can serve two cocktails, 2 pours per hour for the first 2 hours. Then it's 1 per hour after that. You're gonna get hammered if that's the case. That's a lot of alcohol. So I mean, how do you measure that? And if you're actually watching that, you get one person that has no alcohol tolerance to them, they're going to be hammered after the first hour.
Well, and also, I mean, you could have, if they don't have an open tab, you could have them, the waitress could be serving them drinks at the table. Then he could be walking up and
To the
going to the
bar.
bar and
Exactly.
ordering drinks from the bar.
It is hard.
And
It is very hard.
Nobody knows.
Nobody notice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm with you, Scott. I hope it gets dismissed.
Completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be. It's
well, usually something like that, it's either the defense trying to pacify blame for liability reasons.
Yep.
And push blame off to somebody else, or if there's a money-hungry plaintiff looking to go after every little avenue they can for more money.
Yeah.
The majority of the time, it's the attorney's office doing it because, of course, they make a percentage. So the more money that they can get for their client, the more money they get in profit.
Yeah.
So it's a toss-up as to which is happening here, but
I just think that if you're a bar owner, the only thing that you should be responsible for is
what happens
seeing
in
if
your
somebody, well, I was going to say in terms of cutting people off, right?
Yeah.
Is somebody, do they seem to be in control of themselves? Because you can be pretty drunk, but still be in control of yourself. And I do think there's a point when somebody they're out of control, right? Meaning they don't seem to have any sense of themselves and what they're doing. But that's so obvious. That's like an automatic, like you're causing a problem for the other patrons of the bar or restaurant.
Yeah.
But you could get pretty drunk and still be able to walk yourself out of a bar and get into an Uber and get home.
Yeah.
Right? And how is what you do the responsibility of the bar owner? You are still able to control yourself enough to get out. And if you were in control enough to get out, get into somebody's face and get into a fight, when you're stumbling and you can't hardly walk, yeah, you should be cut off and somebody should help you get home.
Yeah.
Right? But if you're walking out okay, you're getting out the door, yeah, you might be swerving a little bit, but you're still in control, right? That's not on the bar owner. It's just not.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a big take responsibility for your own actions.
Yeah.
You screw up, say sorry, mea culpa to everybody, that you messed
don't
around
stab
with.
somebody.
And
Just stab,
yeah, don't stab anybody. Go home. Sleep it off.
well, the
Yeah.
stabbing part was self-defense.
That's true.
Right.
Allegedly.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Couple
right.
drops of water in this
Oh yeah.
pops the spice level even more on it, man. Just
I'll come back
drops.
to it
Yeah,
and
just
do
a
that.
couple drops. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're going to get the other two, and we can always come back to this.
Yeah, I think
Because we're not
so.
going to crush the other two.
I'm empty already, so
All right, well, we're going to move on.
perfect. And we're going to go to the SAS 18.
So while we're pouring, we do have some events coming up. We've got Blackout Wednesday, which is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Everyone comes in town. People go hang out and have drinks with their friends because they haven't been out of town for a while. Come in here. We're going to be open all night that night. So come in Blackout Wednesday.
Blackout Wednesday is not an invitation to come to
No.
Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge and get blackout drunk.
No.
Okay.
You'll see.
No, and I hate that. I hate that term, but it's there for a reason.
Right,
That's what
yes.
people do. But yeah, definitely come out here. We're only open till 10. So if you guys want to go get blackout drunk after that, that's on you. Go someplace else.
I'm
Go-
sure there's
go
karaoke next
home.
door.
Once you find a
Or
safe
go
place,
home.
Or go home and
Yeah.
sleep it off.
so
Go
then-
home and yell at your family like a normal person.
Exactly, yeah. And then Black Friday, we're closed on Thanksgiving, obviously. Black Friday is our adult daycare. We're going to have a bunch of specials we're going to be putting out on socials, on our email and everything out here this week. So we're going to have a lot of great deals on Black Friday. Plus, on Saturday, it's Small Business Saturday. So we'll continue those and maybe have a few more on Saturday for people to come out here and buy gifts for their family members and all that too. December 13th is the ugly Christmas sweater and the massive charcuterie board. And as if she already didn't do a great job, this is Sharon. She's actually stepping up this year and adding some more items to the charcuterie board. So
Where will you
gonna
put
be a
them?
I was gonna say you need a bigger bar.
Yeah.
I know, I don't know.
Is it going to be the bar and the table?
Well, maybe he's going to replace some things because we had some like duplicates.
Okay.
Maybe we'll have duplicates this year. Maybe we'll have all
Man.
new stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
then,
showing up 15 minutes before you open just to make sure I'm able to try
Yeah, so-
everything. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Before.
I mean, it definitely. She always has so much that we have leftovers. So maybe not this year.
We'll do some quality control.
December 19th, we have jazz music with Mace Chope again. If you guys ever heard him come out here and play, he's awesome. Super chill vibe. Come out here and just relax, listen to some jazz music. Obviously, we are open on Christmas Eve, noon to 6. Closed Christmas Day. We're open New Year's Eve for our normal hours. And then, if I can get
Are
rid
you
of
open
that
on New
real
Year's
quick.
Day?
Yes, we are.
I figured. Yeah.
So we'll be open New Year's Day as well. So
Sweet.
when other places are closed, coming out here.
There'll be some football on.
Yes, there will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be a lot of
Alright.
football.
I don't know. I might be coming out New Year's Day.
Be a lot of football.
Yeah.
So this is Sazerac 18. This is obviously one of their highest end products. Buffalo Trace Antique Collection
Readily available.
Yeah.
Nope.
at a Kroger near you. No.
If you walk in at the exact right minute,
Yeah.
it's entirely possible.
The one bottle.
Now,
Totally different nose on this one.
this just shows you what age does to anything. It
Yeah.
either makes it really good or really bad. And it makes this one really good.
What's the proof on this one? Do you know off the
It's
top of your
90
head?
proof.
90s.
90.
Back to
damn.
90, yeah.
Let's say it definitely smells above its proof.
Oh, for sure.
Wow.
The strange thing is I actually find more in common between this and the baby Saz than I do between the 100 and the full proof.
Yeah.
Mainly on the palate. It's, gosh, it's super, super sweet on the tongue.
And it's just so complex. It
Wow.
just finishes and finishes and finishes. Yeah. I mean,
Huh.
I so love that this year we did the 2 episodes with your 10 barrels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that this right here, this lineup, just proves it. It's the same mash bill, right? It's one mash bill.
Different age.
These are it's different ages. They're going to
Different
blend
colors.
different,
Yeah.
right? I mean, like you said, 18 years. A lot happens in that time in
Right.
that barrel. And I mean, trying to get even enough whiskey out of a barrel that's 18 years old, right? How much is going to dissipate? You got to put it in certain spots in the rick house to make sure that you're not just losing it all. It's amazing to me. They must have to go through and just keep thinning out the barrels and saying, okay, what's going to end up being the Saz 18? Like, what is it going to be? That barrel's starting to turn. We need to put it into a regular, batch of whatever, anything from baby Saz
Yeah.
on up,
I mean,
or the
there's-
Thomas H. Handy,
There's a panel of tasters that Buffalo Trace uses each year for the BTAC collection. So whether it's Thomas H. Handy or Sazerac 18 or Eagle Rare 17, William LaRue, George T., these panel of tasters will go through, and if it is not if one person on that panel says this is not of quality and they can't all come to a consensus, they don't include it in that year's batch.
Wow.
I mean, there was a year George T. Stagg, there was not one. I think
Right.
it was maybe 2020.
Yeah, because
One?
Or one? It was
Yeah, I think it's
21,
21 because I think 22
Yeah.
we had that.
And there was a lot of conspiracy. Oh, they're just putting it into the stag, and they needed the barrels. I believe the
Nothing
barrels that
stood
were
up.
pulled.
It's like 4,000 to 6,000 bottles
Yeah.
globally.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how difficult it is to get this.
Yeah.
Right? That's for the entire planet, and some of these are some of the BTAC are like 2,000.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like the Eagle Rare is really, really hard to find. Yeah, it's really, really difficult to find. But I just am amazed at how they managed to keep it so light. And I don't think it's a matter of it being proofed down. Right? I get that it's 90, but I don't think that's what's making it have all those fruit notes. I think that's the whiskey. And that's their selection process.
Now, when they do the Saz 18, do they proof it down to where they want it, or do they always go 90?
They're always going 90 on
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
They never play around with that.
Okay.
Now,
I don't know if they have the option to, honestly, unless they change their TTB labeling on that.
That's true. There's a lot of regulations.
But
So Cody said something. We won't talk about Walter because he's in the room. But Cody actually mentioned, he's like, Heine and I have the new flannels on.
Yep.
We have these available. We also have the red and black version of this as well. Also, the new T-shirts are in too. So we have one that's long sleeve, light blue. Then we have this one here is like a russet orange or something like that. We have a maroon, and we also have a gray. So we got some new merch in. So if you guys are looking for some gifts for your cigar smoking friend, come in and get them.
cool.
And on the topic of gifts, don't sleep on the accessory wall back there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
oh,
of
the
stuff right now.
new ashtray,
There's
the
so
red and
much
black
new
is
stuff up there.
awesome.
The Lady
Yep.
Shaver lighter. I hate to keep calling
Yep.
it that, but that's
That's
what
what it
we've
looks
all
What
been
it
calling
is, yeah.
The
Looks like an old
Norelco lighter
Norelco.
that we've
Yep.
got. It's literally
It's
the
right
Swiss
here.
Army tool. If you need a home like lounge lighter, it has everything. It's got
Yeah.
punches, straight cut,
V-cut.
angle, or V-cut.
Draw tool,
Yeah, draw
draw jets,
tool,
rest on top.
rest on top.
You can shave
Quad
if you need
jet.
to. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can shave with the flame, I guess.
I guess you could.
They
Yeah.
do haircuts that way.
Is that a 2-figure cost or a 3-figure?
What's that?
2 figures or 3 figures for the cost on that?
two?
No, it's
Two.
$89.99.
Okay.
Yep.
I would all
My
day
powder
long.
costs that. So
I might need to,
For
yeah.
And
everything
it's,
that
and
does.
it's super heavy.
Yeah, for everything that does, it's an amazing.
It
bargain.
really is, yeah. And honestly, I've cut with the V and the straight. The blades on them are really good blades. Actually, the V cutter's as deep as the Calibri Deep V, which
Wow.
I've never seen one on a lighter be that deep. Usually, it's a little bit shallow.
Which a good Calibri Deep V is the same cost as that entire lighter.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's a hell of a bargain.
Yep.
And so I know the last couple of years around Christmas time, here in the lounge, you guys did a thing where basically you put out little Santa Claus notes where because a lot of times you'll have a spouse or a loved one or a friend that wants to buy you something. They don't really know cigars. They don't know what you like. They don't know what accessories you have and don't have.
Yeah.
But what you guys were doing was basically you could just write a little note and say, these are kind of the things I'd like.
Yeah.
Like your Christmas wish list.
Yeah.
Leave it here. That individual can come in, look at that list, and
I'm glad you said that because I'm
Get
sure
you
Lisa's right now creating that since
Yeah.
you said it. Reminded us
I
'cause-
think that's
Yeah.
really kind of a cool
It is,
concept
yeah.
because you want, everyone gets gift cards.
Yeah.
And gift cards are great, but like it's nice to have a present sometimes
Right.
to open and be surprised. And it's something that you had on your list. So I think
Yeah.
it's cool.
That's a
yeah, so
yeah,
that's a good
But we
idea. I'm
can-
glad you
adults
said that
can
because I
have
forgot about
Santa
that.
Claus wish list too.
Of course.
Yeah.
So,
Santa Claus buys me a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Just label it from Santa, and then
Yeah.
There you go.
nobody can say anything.
For yourself?
Yeah, for myself.
Will, question for you on the Saz 18, because my brother-in-law Haas was mentioning this last night. He recalled that there was 2 or 3 years where supposedly they had such a large batch of Saz 18 that they just moved it into a stainless steel and just used it for like 2 or 3 years. Everybody just loved it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at that.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I don't know if that's true.
I didn't
never
know that
heard
either,
but
yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked because other brands, I mean, Heaven Hill, they do that with the Old Fitzgerald VVS. They find those and they realize they're so good, they don't want them. They don't want to keep them in the barrel because they know it's going to over oak
Right.
or has the high potential to. So they'll vat those into big, what's the word I'm looking for? Totes, right? The
Yeah.
big, either stainless steel or plastic totes.
Fooders.
Some
yep.
some sort of holding container
Yeah,
of some
and
sort.
they'll keep them. So the aging process basically
Stops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're only going to release so much in a year because that's kind of the thing, is like that's what they're doing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Heaven Hill's done that quite a bit. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Buffalo Trace, Sazerac has done that, not only with Saz 18, but maybe with some of the other ones.
Oh,
too,
I'm sure.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Yeah. That's certainly going to help them, especially if they know that they don't, they're lacking on product, like the George T. Stag.
yeah. I
And
don't know
if people love it, then
I don't think MGP does that, and I think that's something that they should consider, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, doing contract distilling, how many barrels are actually theirs?
I'm just talking about for their stuff, right?
Yeah,
They-
yeah.
For
Standard,
their stuff, their Remus line or,
Yeah.
I still feel like even after going there and doing the tour, it still felt like they're trying to figure out what does it mean to actually be a producer that's going to market,
Yeah.
right? They've just been so good at distilling, and they're like, oh, this is kind of a totally different thing to then try to make our own product
Right,
and
right.
figure out how to go to market with it.
So Saz 18 on the nose, honestly, I get a lot of the fruit notes that I got on the full proof,
Yeah.
but it just doesn't have the spice level.
It's
It
all the
definitely
fruit.
has a sweet oak presence that really pops on the nose too. It's not on the full proof,
Mm-hmm.
but the stone fruit notes are still there to me. Like I still get them.
I honestly wish we had done the baby Saz and then the Saz 18.
Yeah.
Which seems like that's like the beginning product and the
Yeah.
end product.
The nice thing now is
but-
as we've gotten about half of what we poured, it's starting the flavor notes are starting to build more because we're getting past the 125 proof. We're getting into more of the flavor now. I'm starting to taste a lot more as I've gotten more into this.
Now,
I've
any
noticed with
thoughts?
the retro though that the spice level that we were lacking
It's kicked back up.
has kicked back up with
Yeah.
retro.
Yep.
I will have to say that this is not my favorite pairing.
So far,
It's this just the Saz 18 with this cigar because I know that this is so complex, and every time I go to the cigar,
It changes it.
I feel like
Yeah.
I don't get the depth in the Saz
I
18
wanted
because the
palette green
cigar.
with this.
Oh, a green?
A green
Oh,
with this.
100%.
I'm getting
Yeah.
into the final third on this, and the retro hill now is so aggressive.
It is.
It's
I think it's
really
because of the lower proof.
It's the
heavy-
lower proof.
Yeah.
It's
It
heavy
brings back
black
the spice.
pepper.
Yep.
Like my nose is running. But again, for me, Scott, honestly, I would have to disagree.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
really do like this one with it. But
You don't lose anything?
on the cigar or the
No,
whiskey?
the whiskey.
No, not really. I'm not really losing.
See, I almost feel like the cigar battles it just a little bit. It's kind of canceling out a little bit of the palate on the 18 with the cigar. Without the cigar, the 18 stands out. But as soon as you hit the cigar, a few of the notes on the 18 disappeared.
The subtle
I
ones.
think like the
Yeah.
sweetness is gone on the
It
Saz
is.
18. It's not as sweet. There's definitely because of the I call it the age, but the oak influence. It's more tannic.
Yeah,
Yep.
But it's in a good way to me.
I-
Like,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
I would
Like,
agree. I mean, I think honestly, from the so far, and honestly, I think we're all going to probably go this route when we get to the handy. But the Saz Foolproof for me was my favorite. I think pairing so far. I think you were probably Saz 100.
No, I would say the full proof.
Okay.
Yeah. I just like the fruity. When
The
we were talking
100
about the
was
food,
nice. Yeah.
right? The
Yeah.
dessert versus going with food.
Meat,
I think
all
that
that.
the
Yeah.
100 is 100% dessert.
Yeah.
And so, this, honestly, I want to open with this. Like if
Yeah.
I'm
I want to start
like, this
with
is the very first thing
Yeah.
I want on my palate.
That's fair. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and if you remember last time we tried this, we tried it against the Circle City rye, and we all preferred in terms of rye the Circle City because we thought that it was a more rye forward.
Yeah.
This
Well, the
I
Circle
remember-
City was a higher proof too, though, wasn't it?
it was.
Yeah.
We were talking 120, 125 versus 90, but I still think that this reminds me of Japanese single malt. Just some of the high, you get some of that almost, some of those floral kind of fruity notes,
Yeah.
right? Peach blossom and some of those, it's soft on the palate. I mean, I remember thinking that before, and with the cigar kind of knocks that part
Well,
down, which I like
Where-
that part.
With where the cigar's at now.
Correct. If it had been the very beginning of the cigar, it probably would have been
which
fine.
is your argument. That's why we should start out with.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
I
fair.
think, I mean, look, you get into the last third of a cigar, any cigar, I don't care how mild it is, it's going to be kicked up every single time. I've never had one go down towards the end.
Darn, my
Yeah.
glass is empty. I guess.
You're going to have to have some handy.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
So sorry.
Oh.
You got to say it like Alan.
No, actually,
All right, I think we
Will,
can.
It's time for your
We can
tagline.
put the graphic up here, right?
Yeah, we can put the graphic up.
Does it work? We're
It
trying
does.
to
It's
new.
supposed to be like picture in picture, but it's not reading the camera right.
Okay.
But
Well,
yeah, I can put the graphic up.
yeah. So,
So huge shout out here to Hacienda
Big
Vieja.
time.
yeah, our friend Antonio over at Hacienda Vieja, we go over there quite a bit. Really great margaritas, great food. But his tequila selection is unbelievable. We did a show
Yes.
out there where we did all tequila.
Holy crap.
We did so much tequila.
We had at least 30 bottles of tequila we tried.
And Antonio tried to get me to take, he was like, do you want 4 or 5 more bottles of bourbon to take with you? And I'm like, we already have a plan. So
We got a plan, yeah.
Yeah, he's just the best.
Well, once it warms up again, we'll go out and do another one on the patio.
Absolutely. He's going to
We
have,
can spotlight some new stuff he's got. I know he's got some barrel picks coming up.
so in January and in July, he's going to do Blanton's pick
Oh, cool.
twice, 2 of them.
Okay.
So
Yep.
when he gets those in, we'll have to go over and maybe do a show, or
Absolutely.
maybe have him come on the show here.
And he talked about having a couple of us out to do the July pick.
Cool.
So maybe a
That'd be
few
fun.
of us that go down to
Yeah.
Frankfurt and do the pick down there with him. He's got a good group of friends that are bourbon guys that are going to do the January pick,
Yeah.
which I'm real happy for him. He's got a huge selection of tequila and a massive selection of bourbon.
Yeah.
And I've never been to another Mexican restaurant that has, I think he's got the best tequila bar in Indiana.
I agree, and I talked to our rep, and I was telling him that they got that. And, he went through they buy a lot of stuff. I'm like, no, I get that. I said, but he said it's amazing. Probably 80% of the Mexican restaurants in Indiana could get any of the allocated bottles. There's 2 that always get them, and he's one of them. So you're not going to find good bourbon at most Mexican restaurants, but they have an opportunity to get it. So if you have a Mexican restaurant in your town, maybe it's not around here, just say, hey, I'm a bourbon lover. Can you get that? They might get it for you.
And you're going to get it at a decent
At a good
price
yeah,
because
'cause Mexican restaurants
yeah.
don't
It's the
overpriced.
same thing with Kilroy's. Kilroy's just realized they just got into the allocation game when they got a Bland's Gold pick, right?
Yeah.
Now they realize, gosh, we buy all of these, whatever they buy, Fireball, Wheatley, whatever it is. Same thing with Eddie, Som at half liter. These guys, I mean, they're bourbon people there.
Yeah.
These places that know, but a lot of the Mexican restaurants, especially the big ones that order bulk volume of spirit from Sazerac, they
They can get on the
they
list
could
too.
jump
Yeah.
they could jump ahead a lot of places.
Yeah.
so the Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge Mexican restaurant.
Dude, close in his back room. We can make that a cigar lounge over there. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Yeah.
It's right here.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to make sure it wasn't
More
something I did.
technical.
I got
No.
you. Okay, no
more
worries.
technical
No
stuff.
worries.
Yeah. We're lucky we got online today.
Yeah, we're online.
Yeah. People can hear us on the podcast and
All right.
so yep.
Time
yep.
for a good handy. Mm.
What was it? What was the
So
what was the
hold on,
quote?
look it up real quick. I want to make sure I do it right.
You wrote this down.
Yeah, I did.
Life is hard.
Life is hard. Might as well start with a handy.
Yeah. Or
That was-
finish with a handy.
That was a quote
As
from
we're
last
doing.
night.
Yep.
So this is coming in at 129.8 proof. It is non-age stated.
But they are generally 6 years, is what the rumor is. That's kind of
Okay.
the thought process.
This is the first one we've had here today that it's higher proof. This is the highest proof we've tried. And it's still, the cigar is still aggressively pepper on the retrohale. In a good way. Not bad way, but good
Yeah.
way.
The
Yeah.
difference I feel though is the palate on this one holds up, and the cigar doesn't phase it a bit.
No. It
Which I
definitely
don't know. That's
doesn't.
great for a pairing, but it is great for the handy.
I think it's good for both
Even
because
with this cigar,
yeah.
it's not. You're not going to mess with my flavor.
I think that's
none.
actually a good thing for a pairing is one doesn't affect the other. They both shine. And that's what this is happening. Both are shining right now.
This I just
This is a way better pairing.
I just love Thomas H. Handy. I don't understand the knock on it as being the least favorite of the antique collection. It completely stands out to me from the rest of the antique collection because to me it is the antithesis of George T. Stagg. George T. Stagg is supposed to be the bourbon that punches you in the face, and this is the rye that punches you in the face.
Yeah.
And so I just love that. And it's been a favorite of mine for a long time. I've had, I don't know, 4 or 5 different expressions of it, and it's always so good.
Oh,
This
we had
has
that.
got sweet and spice.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had that stag last night, or at least I did. I don't know if anybody else did. Tried the stag.
Oh, the regular, the
Oh,
Stag,
yeah,
not
I
the,
get that,
the
yeah.
June, what used to be
Junior.
Junior, yeah.
This blows it out of the water.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not even a comparison.
This has the same spice as the finish as the Saz Foolproof.
Foolproof,
But
yeah.
it's just more balanced.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
It's just more balanced than that.
Yeah, where the Saz Foolproof, the finish just kept going and it got spicier. This one actually balances out nice across the board. It never goes too aggressive either way.
Kevin Morgan, everybody.
Kevin, yeah.
Kevin Morgan.
We need to find
Wow.
a way to fuzz that out.
That's on Mike. I'm not attempting to do that right now.
Oh, it's too funny.
Lisa, that was not us. We had nothing to do with that.
Customers.
Yeah.
Customers.
Can't control them.
No, you can't.
I did
So that
totally
conversation
forget
where we were talking about cutting off customers at a certain time. I think Kevin's cut off already.
when he
He
just
got
walked
here.
in.
Hey, Chloe, don't serve him.
Yeah. He's not even listening.
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm teasing.
Kevin was humping the glass. yeah.
Get a little glass. Amen.
Glass and a handy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here we are.
What was that Luke Bryan quote? I was just glassing.
Right.
Viral video of him hunting. Man, this is so
Oh
good.
man, that is good. That is
Thanks
good.
again, Antonio.
Really
Man.
appreciate you.
Gosh.
Yeah, I think he is just a hidden gem for bourbon drinkers. I'm amazed
Big
he
time.
hasn't really,
And he's
Like, I haven't
fairly
seen him on-
new into bourbon.
about 2 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, he's just now, and thing is, he's starting off on the high end of everything.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's like the guy. He's like, I want to get into bourbon. I'll go ahead and get a George T, and I'll get this, and I'm gonna try these because you guys talk to him a lot about
Yeah.
whiskey and stuff like that.
Yeah, I gave him the list of the
He's
BTAC
never
bottles.
really. I don't know. He may have one of his cheap bottles he likes at home. I don't think so though.
He's
Which-
got barrel picks, so I mean, it's
He's
not like
already
he doesn't know
doing
what
it.
he's doing.
yeah.
I'll tell you right now
No, I didn't
that
mean he's not doesn't know what he's doing. I just think he's new enough to it, but he's jumped in both feet, ready to go.
Oh yeah.
And I think a lot of it's because of you.
No, I'm just saying.
You
He's,
and
Yeah,
Coffee.
yeah.
he's doing
Yeah.
it right.
He is doing it right.
Yeah.
Yep.
well, I told him like I did not give him. I told him about the EH Taylor, but I told him don't put it on your list because of the price. And I mean, if he knew that he could sell it at a poor price that he would make almost nothing on it, he'd be happy to get it. But that bottle's, isn't it like $7,000 or something like that? That EH Taylor BTAC.
Oh, it's not that high, but it's definitely up there.
Yeah. Do
It's-
you know what the MSRP is?
Oh, SRP's either I think 199.
Oh, is it really? Oh, I thought they were releasing that one super high price.
No.
Okay.
There's a special.
Did you see it?
You're talking E.H. Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. I was thinking GTS. Yeah.
No. The E.H. Taylor antique collection
Not
because
the
they
antique, but there's another one that is. There's another E.H. Taylor. I don't remember, but it is a limited edition E.H. Taylor, and it is. high
Yeah.
price. And
Okay.
Like Weller Millennium, that's SRP is like 4,500.
Yeah. But didn't they add E.H. Taylor to the BTAC this
They
year?
did, but it's again that E.H. Taylor that's in the BTAC line is going to be all the BTACs.
They're
are
all going to be the
price.
same. The 149 MSRP.
Yeah, 140. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's
149?
149.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's a hard one for a bar. I mean, every bar would love to have a Millennium or the high end, whatever. But I mean, you're talking. You have to charge $1,000 for a pour.
Yeah.
Who's gonna pay for that? I mean, who can't afford
With
to
their
pay for that?
quesadilla, yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
it'd be really cool to have on a bar, but you're literally gonna spend however much it is for the bars to buy them,
Yeah.
to throw them on the shelf as a museum item.
I've never seen a Millennium in a bar.
It's not. It wouldn't be worth it. No.
Never.
You tried it at half liter on,
I've had it
but it was a
twice.
tasting event.
I had it at half liter, and I had it at the Fred Minnick Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
event. I
Yeah,
had it there
yeah.
too. In fact, that's where Fred basically wanted me to go take the bottle away from the president of Marriott,
Because he was gonna kill
cut
it.
him off in the Marriott.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
In his own hotel chain.
It's his
yeah,
hotel,
I'm like,
buddy.
you understand he's gonna throw me out on the street when I do that?
I just can't. I didn't even know what to say to that. Like
Yeah,
I don't even.
I love you, but that ain't my gig, man. That's not my job.
Yeah.
I want to stay at the party for a little bit longer.
I'm an ascot judge. I'm not the
I
ascot
said-
judge.
So I told the bartender, I said, as soon as he sets it down and gets distracted, put it behind the shelf. Nobody can see it. And then pull it out later.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. And then, other people got to try it, which is
Yeah.
kind of the whole point.
That's
right?
the point. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the president of Marriott could probably just
Buy
tell
some bottle.
a secretary or something, hey, I don't know what it takes, but go get a bottle of
Go get
this.
one.
Yes.
And he could get one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he makes enough money, I'm sure.
So do you guys get more like Apple on this one?
There is a brighter,
Like a cinnamon
brighter
and
fruit.
Bright,
yeah.
bright note.
Yeah.
It's almost like apple crisp.
Apple crisp. There you go. Brown sugar,
Yep.
apple, like
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly. Yeah.
I am getting a bottle that we need to try as we get into Christmas time because this always makes me think it's a little bit of a holiday flavor.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
The one
Right.
we started with yesterday. Midsummer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm getting a bottle of Midsummer Night's Dram. Shout out to my buddy
Midwinter Night's Dram.
Midwinter Night's Dram.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I always think Midsummer.
Midsummer Night's
Yeah,
Dram.
the
'Cause we're all
book.
one summer back.
Yeah, that book from New Orleans, actually.
Yeah.
Right, the murder mystery book. But yeah, Midwinter Night's Dram from High West, and a buddy of mine, Mike. He's watched the podcast before and commented before. He went to Total Wine for the first time. He lives in New Jersey, in the Newark area. He's not in Newark, but the difference between Newark and New York is a mile.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's all kinds of little boroughs and villages and towns and everything. He's went to Total Wine for like the first time. And he sent a video out to a text group that I'm on. And he's like, I don't even know what to do. This place is crazy. And I told him, I said, hey, just take some pictures and I'll give you some recommendations. And he's taking pictures and there's 3 bottles on the shelf. Not in the glass case, just sitting on the shelf. For $149, I was like, dude, send me one
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you don't mind. So he sent to me. I should be getting it probably Monday.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's what I started my night at the Bourbon and Bites with.
Last night, yeah.
Last night.
Yep.
Was last year's.
Which I agree with you. Rob, you mentioned that last year's was not quite as good as what previous versions have been.
Yeah.
I get the feeling they must be mixing in their own distillate now.
Well, in the first
They
year, when we first opened up, Isaiah and I did a blind of the Midwinter Night's Dram and our Starlight port pick, and we both picked the Starlight over
Yeah.
it. But I don't know what year that was. It was probably a 21, probably, that we tried. But there are other ones though that have been absolutely home runs. So
Well, we were talking last night about this. You know, if you were going to start if you wanted to have if you want to sell bottles of bourbon,
Yeah.
yeah,
what do you start, right? Do you start with a distillery? Do you start with a non-distilling producer,
Non-distilling producer,
NDP? Like, what makes more sense? What can you do? And I think that they're a perfect example of they're going to get great, right? I mean, High West has a tradition of being able to taste good whiskeys, select them from MGP, finish them, often port finished ryes. They did a lot of those at the beginning with the Rendezvous rye. I mean, 15 years ago, Rendezvous rye, I tasted that, and that was magic to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it was absolutely spectacular. And as they've mixed in their own distillate, I think that we've seen the quality of their product go down a little bit. Not to say it's bad, it's just not what it was. And I think it's a perfect example of how difficult it is to distill. It's a total. We really need to get the headphones working again, don't we? There's a lot of distraction out here right now. None of us have our headphones in, so we can't ignore everybody and just do the show.
I'm just watching the comments between Will and.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's not me. It
Oh.
says Heine is a commie, and I have no idea who that is. And I'm just watching the comments going, what is going on? And he's over here dying laughing, so I have no idea what's happening.
So Heine is a commie. Who are you?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, I'm going to fire up this social club because
Yeah,
Yep, I'm ready
almost
to.
there too.
I'm going to
Yep.
try this social club.
So yeah, we're about ready to close out.
Yeah, I didn't
this
realize we're
episode.
90 minutes in.
Yeah,
so
we're already in.
yeah.
So. Anything else we want to share before we get going? Obviously,
Any
we haven't
sports
really
news?
talked much about sports culture out in KC right now. Alan's out there watching the game.
Alan
Halftime.
met a whole new group of friends
He
out
did.
there.
I mean, he provided cigars. He made friends.
Yeah, he
But
did.
He had a good time, except for the whole Jaeger, shots they were doing. But
Well, I mean, he's trying to keep the strive alive with Will here.
yeah,
Yeah.
You gotta,
It worked
if you want
last-
the Colts to win, you have to do the Jaeger bomb before the game.
Well,
That's the requirement.
It worked
You
in
know,
Berlin.
it's on here now. If you're close, stop by. We're going to watch the second half here in a minute. The Colts are playing really well right now. KC got a few calls.
Which we all knew would
It
happen.
would
It
happen.
says you're not allowed to touch
But
Mahomes,
they did hold him
apparently.
to a field goal when they got all the calls. So, hey, let's go.
Cool.
So, we'll see what happens.
All right, so cold draw here.
Oh, yeah, I haven't got to that one yet.
Yeah, we can do a quick initial kind of review. And this is the Social Club.
Social Club.
It's almost kind of hard to get into the cold draw just because
All the whiskey.
The whiskey
and
is-
cigar.
yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
really pull anything on the cold draw, but that's not the.
no, I really
Because of the
can't
cigar,
either.
it's-
I'm sure that there's stuff there, but a wrecked palate like what we have, haven't gone through all these whiskeys. No real surprise
I did the
there.
same thing, Will.
And by wreck palate, we mean an absolutely fantastic palate.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, that wasn't a complaint.
Went from semi-automatic to fully automatic.
Yeah. Yeah, my
This was
Colibri
definitely
show.
more cocoa on
Ooh,
that
I get a
retro.
cocoa on that big.
Oh, okay.
Cocoa and hay.
Yeah, I didn't get anything. I was with you.
Oh, that's almost
Breeding.
hot chocolate cocoa
Yeah. Yeah.
right away.
Yeah, like the.
I really have to
And
go
that's
back
quick.
to the rye real quick now.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to go back there too.
The
So,
handy dandy.
so talking to the boys down there at Cigar Factory, New Orleans, this is their fullest bodied cigar they have.
Ooh, pepper right
I-
off the bat. Whoa.
I agree. This one was meaty as well the last time I smoked it. I've only smoked one of these.
Man. I mean, that was only my second puff, and I retroed it. Ooh. But
Yep.
it does finish with almost a hint of Concord grape.
I was gonna say chocolate. I get these chocolate covered berries now with the rye. Call it chocolate covered strawberries, blueberries, anything berry. Chocolate covered is really nice.
Just get you a chocolate fountain, and just dip all the fruits in it.
That does tickle the nose a little bit.
Yeah, that's a little more red pepper.
Definitely kick up.
Oh, that's nice.
Dude, that Concord grape, I get what you're saying with that.
It
It's
it's
super sweet, but
it's at the 5-second mark of the
Oh.
finish.
Wow. It brings that handy up to a kicking spice
It
too.
does. Now this is a pairing
This is a good
I can get
pairing.
on
This may
board
be
right
the
here.
pairing.
This is
This is it.
so this is the pairing of the month for December. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So if you can
Eventually.
if you can get a bottle of Thomas H. Handy rye while you're in New Orleans to
Yes.
get this cigar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the
I would.
one
So all you
I
need to do is
wish-
have about $5,000, take a trip, buy a bottle, and you're good to go.
See, that's the one thing I wish Sazerac House would have a bar where you could try all the high-end stuff.
Yeah,
They could
they
charge
don't.
wherever the hell they want to, but have all these options out there for people to try.
I don't know what's happening on the chat, but it's hilarious, and I'm not touching anything. So
This stuff dies when we get rid of the.
Wow, what in the hell is going on?
The chat is off the rails.
I saw
today.
$20 says it's Alan. Then
you
let's
lose
see
$20
here.
just like you lost your mom.
Who is Heine as a commie? That's the name.
Somebody,
Of somebody.
reveal yourself.
Yeah, watch
reveal
Liesel
yourself.
for my luck.
Man, that's fantastic.
That would
Wow.
be hilarious
It
if
would be
was.
equally funny if it was Lisa or Liesel. Either one of them.
Trying to get attention as the least popular on the podcast. And that's the known one to you.
He's a comic.
Somebody out there is
I
just
don't even know who
that's
that is.
I love it.
I think it's Walter talking to himself over here.
That might be it. He's just going back and
He was laughing
forth.
about it just as much. So I have
Yeah,
no
I bet
idea.
you that he's got like 14 accounts over here right now.
Man. Wow. Anything else in sports? Did the Fuel win last night?
No.
No.
No, they lost. It was a shootout.
It was a shootout.
It was a
Yeah,
shootout.
they did.
Yeah, it was 0-0
The
all the way
Avalanche
through.
Won again.
There you go. Still at the top.
Yeah, by a pretty good shot
Quite
right
a
now.
bit of
yeah.
Nice.
Hoosiers took care of business. No, wait.
Who?
I said Hoosiers took care of business, and I said, no,
Oh,
wait.
No,
no,
yeah,
were-
they took
were
care of
fine.
business by
I know,
doing
I'm
nothing.
joking.
They did not lose or they did not
Michigan
win.
won.
Michigan won.
Are
Everybody
you
that
still
was supposed to
rooting for
win
that
won.
Michigan Ohio
Yep.
State house divided game.
Absolutely.
Pretty much everyone did.
Because there's
So there was one upset last night. Georgia Tech got upset.
I
Yeah.
didn't see
Oh, did
that.
they? Okay.
Yeah, they
That
did,
is
and
funny
actually quite a
upset.
bit. It was like 42 to
Michigan
21.
controls their own destiny now.
They do.
They go to the Big Ten championship if they beat Ohio State. So
Let's
there's,
go.
there's reason to play.
Let's
Yeah.
go, baby. Hail to the victors.
And
Let's
there would
go.
be nothing that a Michigan fan would love more than to see Ohio State out of the Big Ten championship.
That'd be amazing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would love that.
Yeah.
The
Go blue.
what was the other game? Notre Dame.
Oh my
Notre
goodness.
Dame.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Oh,
this is
that's
worth
fair.
talking about
Dude,
from a sports
The
perspective.
first quarter, the first 3 possessions.
I have a particular set of
six.
skills.
What possessions? Because
I will
Notre
find
Dame
you.
never possessed the ball.
Well, I'm saying Syracuse first 3 possessions.
Yeah.
First one, pick 6. Second one, block punt for a touchdown. Third one, pick 6. The offense hadn't even got on the field
never
yet.
got
They were
3
up 21
scores.
to nothing.
Then it-
5 seconds into the second quarter, they're at 42-0.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell
42
just happened?
to
They ended up
nothing.
winning
I'm
70
watching
to
it.
7.
I'm watching this game at Parks Place with my son and my wife and his friend, and I'm watching these Notre Dame fans, and I'm not. Don't let me stereotype. Notre
It's still
Dame fans.
Syracuse,
It's
yeah.
55 to nothing. They're cheering like they're just it was a 3-point game and
Yeah.
it's on the line. And I'm like, it's 55 to nothing.
Yeah.
Calm the F down.
They don't get bored with scoring
No.
ever.
Well, it's one of those games like we were sitting here watching. I'm like, I kind of don't want to turn it off because Notre Dame is doing stupid crap every play. It's like, this is amazing. Oh, we got the ball at the 15-yard line. Oh, look, he ran it for 85 yards.
Yeah.
It was just crazy.
What was it?
the
They
different
scored,
plays.
it was 35 to 0, and Notre Dame had run
Five plays.
5 plays on offense.
Yeah. I mean, it
Insane.
was actually, well, honestly, it looked like Syracuse is like, we're done for the season. We didn't care. But Notre Dame came.
It was
the practice
You know what?
bad.
Notre Dame actually showed up and they said, we belong. And
Yeah.
that's exactly what that game was
Yeah.
about, was we belong.
USC lost to Oregon.
Yep.
Kind of went back and forth for a while, but
Did you
ultimately-
see
That was
the,
a good game, though.
Did you see early USC got a double pass?
Oh yeah. I saw
That
that. Yeah.
was awesome.
And it
I
wasn't
mean,
just
you
a-
don't see that very much.
Usually the double pass is the second guy has a wide open receiver. No, it was actually a pass on a dime on the goal line, and he caught it right over the top. It was a
the
perfect pass.
and that was all. That the receiver helped out quite a bit. on
He
that
did,
one, and
but it was still
Yeah.
right out of the reach of the defender.
Yeah.
It was actually a good play.
But with USC losing, that should help Michigan a little bit.
Yep, yep.
In the standings.
We'll
Yeah,
see, man. We
yeah.
got next week. IU's got Purdue. Should be a blowout, but you never know. Conference games, you never know what's going to happen.
Especially rivalry game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ohio State and Michigan next week.
Always going to be a game.
Next week's going to be a fun week because you have all the rivalry. This is rivalry
Yeah,
week.
rivalry
Let's
week.
watch them all, and we see what happens for the Big Ten championship. No one cares about the SEC championship. Screw those guys.
Who are they?
Who's
Oh
that?
my goodness.
Who's that?
If I have to see any more of this shit online about how much better the SEC is than everybody,
South Carolina would
I,
dominate
you know what I
IU.
hope? I hope that we get into the college football playoffs and the SEC teams all just lay a big egg. I'm sure that they won't. I mean,
No.
they're good teams, but this, national, international love for the SEC is just maddening. Everybody in the SEC is like, Ohio State and Indiana should be at best like 9 and 10. I'm like, you guys are idiots.
Yeah.
This is the dumbest thing. It's crazy.
Well, and the way it looks right now, if it continues the way it is, IU and Ohio State they'll have a bye. There's four top 4 teams get a bye,
Yes.
and then their next game will be the winner of Alabama and Oregon. You know what? That's going to be a hell of a game, Alabama and Oregon, and then the next game with IU. Honestly, every matchup right now looks like it's going to be a really good matchup.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
It's going to be a fun season. I mean,
I
it's
think
gonna be
12-team format's where it should be.
I love it.
I don't think it should
it.
be any more. I don't think it should be any less. I think this is going to be one of the best.
No
football
excuse. You're number
playoffs.
13.
16
You
won't
didn't get
hurt
in,
my
that's on you.
feelings, but that would be the max for me.
Okay.
Like, I agree with you. I think 12 is a great number.
Yeah.
16, fine.
I mean, you're also getting
but
to the point of some of those 16 teams they have 2 to 3 losses. And it's like, I like the idea of the undefeateds and the 1-loss teams getting a chance.
yeah.
I like seeing the smaller undefeated teams get a chance.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there was one of those teams I was talking about. I don't think they're going to make the college playoff.
Yeah.
They were 9-1. I forget who it was. It was a second ranked,
Right.
second tier, and I think they're 15th. I can't remember what the name of the school is, but they're going to miss out, and that's a team that would probably be in a 16
And
team.
we can't miss out on. We've given Arch Manning a lot of shit on this show over the last few weeks. Arch Manning's the first Manning to ever receive a pass
for a
for
touchdown.
a touchdown.
Yeah.
Really?
Good job, Arch.
I didn't know Peyton. I thought Eli would have maybe.
I would have thought Eli for sure. Maybe not Peyton.
yeah.
Not Peyton.
But
yeah.
Arch is the first one ever.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
congratulations, Arch. You did something good this year.
All right.
Finally.
Well, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
We didn't get our sponsorships in
Yeah,
today.
sorry, guys.
Technical
Yeah.
challenges, but special thank you as always to Aladino, Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge, Indiana's exclusive Aladino Lounge. We always appreciate their support.
Yep.
Spencer Lee's. You can get Spencer Lee's dog treats and collars and leashes at Final Third. I know that there's an event at Metazoa on the 13th, the same day as the Christmas sweater. So if you want, come here first, go there, or hit both somehow, and get some of your dog treats down there at Metazoa. Who am I missing? Harris Hoosier Park Casino. Standardbred Racing is still going on.
Yep.
Big Facts next year. It is still going on right now.
Big Facts,
But
baby.
Big Facts next year. Keep an eye out for the Final Third horse.
We're going to try to make
Big
a trip
Facts.
out. You and I are at least going to try to go out there a morning when he's training.
Yep.
Do a
Yep.
little video out there for that.
I don't think he's quite moved out yet, but I think
Nope.
in December, Big Facts is going to be moved out to Hoosier Park, and he's going to winter out there so that they can do some training and get him ready to go. Should be a lot of fun.
Springtime, all your money goes on Big Facts, baby.
And last but not least, for sure, a big thank you to Antonio and Hacienda Vieja.
Yes.
They provided the Thomas H. Handy. Make sure and go and visit Hacienda Vieja in Pendleton next to the Needlers. Amazing Mexican food, great margaritas, huge tequila selection, and equally huge bourbon selection. So make sure and visit all the sponsors. We appreciate you all.
I want
Rob,
to give
please.
One last quick shout out.
going.
I want to give a quick shout out to our boy Dirk Fence, Indiana
Yes.
Bourbon.
Yes.
The Indiana Bourbon annual bourbon awards that Dirk does.
Yeah.
Our voting's out now today.
Yeah.
So get on.
He's supposed to come out here soon,
get
too.
on. Check out the. Who's up for Distillery of the Year, Bourbon of the Year, Cocktail of the Year.
Also, go
always
on his
fun.
website because another officer fell in the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
And they're doing a fundraiser for that right now. I don't know if tickets are still available, but he's got some, crazy good bottles that were donated to him. We got one back here we're giving him to that is, we don't want this ever to happen. We don't want him to ever have to do this, but we have it right now. So
Especially
let's
under those
and-
circumstances,
what's
pulling
going
over
on.
to help a
That's-
disabled vehicle.
That was it.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
get hit by another vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
tragic.
just
Folks,
It's tragic.
look, if you see a vehicle on the side of the road,
Move over.
Okay, slow
I mean,
down.
technically, it's the law.
It is
You're
the
supposed
law,
to
but
move over
but
and
it's
slow down.
also just common courtesy. Okay, be smart out there. Be safe during this holiday season. Next week, going to be Thanksgiving, or
Yeah.
this week rather. Sorry,
This
this
week,
week.
yeah,
Thanksgiving.
wow.
Have all the fun. Go out to the bar on Wednesday night. Enjoy time with your family,
Be
but
safe,
be
though.
safe.
Blackout at home, not in public.
Exactly. Uber is your
Use
friend.
Uber, yes.
There's so many drivers that they only drive during certain times of the year, and definitely on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, the holiday weekends.
Yeah.
They're out there. Be safe. Be careful.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that you're continued fans of the Final Third podcast and joining us every week. So
Yeah.
thanks to everybody. We always appreciate you. Rob, where can they
Yep.
find you?
Find me everywhere. Final Third Cigar.
And find me at Scotty D Smokes.
Apparently, you can find me, but nobody does because I'm the least popular according to this. Moto Photo Will on Instagram.
You can find me at Cocky Wolverine, and as Mikey would say, follow both their visuals, Spencer Lee's, and don't forget to follow the
Final
Third
Third
Podcast.
Podcast. Yes.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers,
Cheers,
everybody.
guys.
Bam, 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 bam.